Guys, I'd like to start with Sunday, I guess. Going back to Maddie's game-winning goal in like the 81st minute. Kind of seemed like stars aligned. Krista's flip throw kind of hit perfectly off the top of the player's head, bounced right to her. I was interested to see what your view on that goal was.
I remember I was on the sideline, and I always really like when Krista does the flip throw. I think it's very dangerous, and it puts us in good positions to score, and it did this time. And Maddie just plowed through it. It was a very big effort on her, but Krista did a good job to get the ball where it needed to be.
I mean, like, our team, like, we're very, very dominant in the air now, and we're obviously capitalizing on that now. So working with finishing with our head, and Krista's flip throw obviously was a great way for Maddie to score her second goal.
First Big Ten road trip, Friday's games at Northwestern on turf. Had that weekend road trip 2 weekends ago where you guys played on turf. Will that help?
I think so. The fact that we know kind of how we have to play on turf is good. Also, we practice on turf whenever it's raining at our indoor facility, so we're not foreign to turf, but it does change how we play a little bit because you have to account for the bounce. It's not as nice as our Bermuda grass is, but that's the main consideration we have to take.
Obviously, we know what to expect with turf and stuff. Faster play, obviously, and we have to move to the ball and off the ball a little quicker now, but I think we'll be fine.
Kate, having grown up in the Chicagoland area in a Boilermaker family, it sounds like you've been to Northwestern quite a few times to see Purdue play over the years. Will this be kind of surreal for you to be on the field, part of the game?
It will, because it's actually my first time playing on that field. I know a bunch of my club teammates when I was in high school always went to the Northwestern camps. I was heart set on Purdue, so I didn't never go. So I've never actually played on their field. I have watched Purdue play there before when I was younger, but it will be a new experience because I haven't had an opportunity to play there. So it's a beautiful field, and I'm looking forward to it.
And I know your parents are good about coming to as many games as they can. It's
are.
nice to have a home game, so to speak, for them.
Yeah, actually, because a lot of my family is either from Chicago or lives around Chicago, so I'm going to have a nice little tight-knit group of fans just for me. So, well, they're here for Purdue, but they're all coming because I am there, so that'll be good.
Andrea, never easy as a freshman to move somewhere far and go to school and start the whole college experience. Coming from Canada, how much does it help that Vanessa's here too?
Oh, it helps a lot. Like, I have a friend on the team, she's my roommate and stuff, so like, we're both going through the same things. And also with everyone on the team, they make me feel like part of the team, obviously, and I'm very comfortable around them, so it's not that big of a change.
What did you notice about the first weekend of Big Ten play about maybe the way the competition level changed?
Oh, definitely huge factor to what I came from. Definitely very competitive, faster, more physical, just making me a better player now.
Good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Rob getting ready to head out to the land of Lincoln, Northwestern-Illinois, first Big Ten road swing, and start off with a game against Northwestern, who looks to be a very improved team in the third year under the new coaching staff up there, and you'll see some field turf again.
Right, Mike and Dave do a fantastic job. They're great coaches coming from Milwaukee, where they had established, I think, a perennial challenger inside the region. And they do a fantastic job. Their players are smart, intelligent way. They're set up in a good manner to really pose you a lot of problems when you play against them. And certainly, as you said, we're going to play on field turf. And for a grass team going to play on turf, it's such a dramatic change. The ball bounces so much more. The game's a lot quicker. Even though we played on Bermuda, the game's even faster on the field turf. But I think the biggest thing is dealing with that bouncing ball, and just the ball's up in the air. You've got a lot more 50-50 challenges, a lot more headers, and the game becomes a lot more direct. Or you've got to be very, very technical in your approach playing. You've got to play to feed a lot, so you're looking at a lot of small combination stuff. So, for us, it's, we're going to try to be the best team that we can be and do the things that we can do, and I think improve upon what we did this last weekend. And we were happy with, overall with our performances this last weekend, but certainly we're going to play in two difficult places. You add to, from Northwestern on Friday, we're going to play in Champaign on Sunday at Illinois, and you and I have talked about this for the past couple of years. But it's a location that we've never won, and they've never won here. So certainly, you're talking, I think the fields are dramatically different. Their field's a bit smaller. It's inside a track. They play on bluegrass, so it's a bit thicker of a grass situation. And I think they've got a very talented team in Illinois. Janet has done a great job there, and they always have a good organized team. And I think one in playing teams that are about 2.5 hours away from here is a difficult thing to do, because the question is, do you go in the night before? Do you don't go in day of the game? How are you going to perform after that bus ride? Or are you actually a bit leggy because you stayed so long in a hotel. And so it always is, I think, a challenging place and environment for us to play. So it's a tough road weekend for us. It really is. I think, we've got a vastly improved Northwestern team and a very talented and dangerous, team in Illinois. And so for us, it's going to do the things that we do the best. We're going to try to make, make them choose their B games to try to beat us with, and not let them do the things that they want to do, and try to perform. And certainly, I think the road trip to Marshall and Youngstown State, when we played 2 games on turf, hopefully really presents us with learning lessons and a way to move forward with the game that we have on Friday.